Hi, welcome to the Digital High Street interview series where we talk to our founders and some of our community affiliates so that you can get a sense of some of the incredible people in your community. We're filming today at the Darling Square Community Bank. Check it out. Hi, I'm Natalie Yan. I'm the Enterprise Facilitator for the Bright Business Program. And today we're filming a bunch of interviews for our interview series with our Bright founders so that you have an idea of the incredible people that are in your community. So I'm here with Natalie Yan Chatonsky, who is one of our founders. She's the founder of Full-Time Lives. Natalie has a background in product innovation, and a few years ago she put that all to the side so that she could found her own business in her area of passion. Natalie, do you want to tell us a little bit about Full-Time Lives?
Sure. Full-Time Lives helps people who are in their midlife, going through major life change, to transition to the next chapter in a positive and meaningful way.
Okay, so Natalie is quite the researcher in the area of aging well, and you've travelled to 2 of the blue zones in the world, Natalie. So tell me 2 things. What are the blue zones and what was the inspiration for your business?
Sure. So the blue zones are 5 regions around the world where people lead long, healthy, happy lives.
Like up to 100 years old?
Yeah, absolutely. And their life expectancy will be above the national average. So for example, Okinawa that I visited is the most southern part of Japan, and its life expectancy is beyond 100. So even higher than the average Japanese life expectancy. It's pretty amazing. And the other blue zone, Loma Linda, just an hour away from Los Angeles, people live 10 years longer than the average American.
Wow. So with people living longer and longer lives, you saw that there was a need for people to start to consider a full long-term life instead that's full of creativity and industry, and as opposed to putting yourself out to pasture.
I guess
at 65.
It started off by really looking at Australian society and how people age here and the concept of retirement. And I was really thinking about my parents and people I knew who were considering that next step after full-time work. And I really wanted to see some positive examples of where people were living well, were really happy, were really engaged with their communities. So that inspired me to go on a global quest to find out where people were living these amazing, healthy lives, and not just study it, but actually go and meet the people in person and see how they live, how do they interact with each other, how do they actually really come across. And I guess that kind of gave me the inspiration to take some of the key factors of what I observed were really important in the day-to-day lifestyle to see how we could package that up and help people take a similar path here in an Australian context.
Wow. So you've successfully delivered your curriculum to quite a few times in the kind of corporate space, and recently you went out to Nepean Multicultural Access, and they were merging with another larger organisation, and you utilised your curriculum.
Correct. So Lara Saldo, the manager for NMA, actually saw the curriculum for our Stepping Out program, which helps people transition from one major stage of their lives to the next, and thought it was actually very applicable given the changes that were happening in her organisation, and also coming out of COVID lockdown with all these personal changes and organisational changes from the merger. It was really quite timely to get people to take a step back from their operational goals, spend a whole day together, and really think about all the 5 key ingredients of a meaningful, healthy and connected life, to think about where they wanted to go personally, and then what role did they want to play in working with the rest of the organisation as a part of the activities around the merger.
Wow. So what have you had to learn being a founder yourself now? I'm not sure, you haven't had any businesses prior to this, or you have?
I've worked in a bunch of different companies and was a founder, let's start again. So a few years ago, I was a partner at Brainmates,
Okay.
which is a product management consulting company. I still am involved with the business to a degree, but I guess this is the first time I've built my own company from scratch.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how have you found participation in the Business Program?
I've loved being part of the Bright program.
I'm not paying her, but keep going.
And in particular, really enjoyed working with Narenia, who's opened up my eyes to all these new opportunities. She's helped me think about how a lot of our curriculum, our program content can be applicable to other community groups. And that's really rewarding to be able to see that there's wider applications for all the assets and the content and the programs we've developed to date.
So Natalie, you've got a nice sort of little blooming online community around your work. Can you just tell anybody that's interested, where would they find you online?
Best place to find us is at our Full-Time Lives website, which is www.fulltimelives.com. We have a whole lot of blog articles about my study tour and also interviews with people who were part of the Full-Time Lives community, who are great examples of people who've made their transition from their full-time working life to the next chapter. And increasingly I'm doing more and more interviews with community leaders to see what they think the biggest opportunities are around a healthy, connected life.
Wow. And if I could give you the entire country's attention for 2 minutes, what would you impart in regard to your business and the industry and the area with which your passion lies, especially in these challenging times?
I think COVID lockdown has made people really think about the importance of social connections, and that's always been the underlying theme to what we think is a really important underplayed factor around healthy aging and intergenerational communities. So I think the fact that everyone has related to the fact that it's so important to have people who inspire you around you and how you connect with them. I guess we've now realised it doesn't always have to be face-to-face. There are many ways you can do it via digital. So that's a positive thing that's come out of COVID.
Yeah, we're all a lot more connected in the digital space, that's for sure.
Yeah, and if we can connect with our loved ones, that also means that we can connect with new people, learn new things from other people, and also contribute and engage with the community in lots of different ways beyond face-to-face.
Well, Natalie, it's really inspiring to see somebody that's taken their background, in product innovation, human-centered design, all that kind of thing, and really turned it into something that's going to really provide real options and real assistance for people that are navigating their way maybe out of the workforce or through any time of change, really.
Absolutely, and I think COVID lockdown has been a real reset for everyone to contemplate what is important, what is the most important thing that's going to make you feel connected to your community and feel like you're leading a meaningful lifestyle. So with everyone resetting and also having an opportunity to repaint and redesign their lifestyle, then going forward it also means that in our day-to-day lives, our careers and the work that we do, whether it's paid work or skilled volunteering, it opens up all these new opportunities for people to do things differently from this point on.
Wow, the great reset. So it's been wonderful chatting with you, Natalie. I wish you every success. If anybody's interested in Full-Time Lives, please get in touch. It's fulltimelives.com, and look out for the next interview in our series.